Hi. Well, here's the deal. I've been a stay-at-home mom for the last 6 months or so, and I'm not that good at it. Meaning, I'm not excited to get up, not excited to start cleaning, not very good at cleaning, not very good at maintaining the cleaning, doing it on an everyday basis. And the people that I talk to, like my mother-in-law or my grandmother-in-law or anyone that is a stay-at-home mom, they say you just get up and do it. You don't really think about it. Well, okay, I get up and do it one day, and then the next day I don't feel like doing it again. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm just bored of it. I don't know if I need more action, more interaction. I feel really stupid for not being able to just get up and do it. And I don't want to say it's laziness, but it might have something to do with laziness. And one doctor thought it was ADD, that it's not stimulating me enough. Another doctor thinks it's bipolar, because a bipolar person needs to take every concept to the extreme. And when it's not extreme or a fun project that's in an extreme way, then they lose interest really quick. So some doctors have me taking pills, some doctors have me making lists. Whatever the reason is, I'm frustrated. I get depressed because I'm not following through with what Jim expects me to be doing at home. I want to please him and make him happy with me, which is the biggest reason why I want to be this awesome stay-at-home mom. I really enjoy staying at home with the kids. I enjoy my husband bringing home the bacon while I make sure that he's got clean clothes to wear and a clean kitchen to make dinner in. He likes to make dinner, so I let him. I don't make dinner on a nightly basis at all. So the two things that I've gotten really good at making sure I do on a daily basis is having the kitchen somewhat cleaned for him to make dinner in. The dishes are not in the sink, and the counters are somewhat cleared off, and his clothes are usually always clean and folded and put away for him, so he's not having to search for clothes. Now, if he was here, he'd tell you that I don't do it very often, but I feel like I do it pretty much every day. If there's ever a day I don't do it, it's probably on the weekends, because when he's here, I feel so relaxed, and I don't feel like I have to impress him when he comes home because he's already home. So here it is, Monday, December 5th, 2011. I've been seeing doctors to try to help me understand why I'm not interested in this stay-at-home mom position. And it's not so much that, but I also react differently or not very usual to other environmental things around me. I can't really get into them now because I'm not thinking about that right now. Anyway, the purpose of me documenting on video my emotions about being a stay-at-home mom is because I want to also document my progress, and I want to show you what my goals are, and I want to put them on video so that I not only have a before snippet of what I was hoping to accomplish, I also have the after snippet of what I did accomplish. I've tried this before, but using just pictures. And while I was kind of excited about doing that, again to the extreme, I never really followed through. Video, I hope I will, because it explains what I'm showing you, explains what I'm proud of, explains how excited I am with myself, and it also might document the steps that I'm taking to become the stay-at-home mom that I want to be. Someone told me, I think it was in a book that I read, baby steps. Don't expect to change overnight, which I keep doing. I keep expecting that I'll change overnight. So this video will help document my baby steps that I'm taking, and I'll use the video as a tool to help me improve. improve is all I want. I don't want to be 100%. No, I do want to be 100% better, but I don't expect myself to change overnight, and I don't expect myself to have it all figured out in one day. So, day 1, December 5th, 2011, Monday. Let me start off by showing you my list. Dr. Grossman had told me that if I was to put down everything I needed to do and how frequently I needed to do it on a calendar, that I would have a full day, but then I don't have to overload my calendar where I have 8 things on one day but 3 things on another day. So here I have 5 items, including my usuals. 5 items that I have a hard time following through with are in these things here, which you can't read them. So instead of showing you, I'll just read them to you while you look at me. Today's agenda, December 5th, 2011, is first and foremost, I do a load of laundry. Okay. This is done at 7 o'clock to 7:30 in the morning because it's quiet in the house, the electricity usage is not so expensive, and it just helps me focus to make sure I get it done. So 10:30 on my schedule is to make the kids breakfast. I did that. Then at 10:45 I have on my schedule to review today's to-do list. Hi baby girl. You want a drink? 1 sec please.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
Okay. Once I review today's list, the next item is to start on a triangle item. A triangle item is an item that I should do bi-weekly or tri-weekly. I don't know what you guys think that means, but to me, that means I need to do it 2 or 3 times a week. I have a list of things like that, but if I do that first, I will ensure that I get it done and it tends to just be out of the way. My next thing on my list has to put Brooklyn's patch on her eyeglasses. The reason why I put it on after the triangle item is because usually right when she wakes up, she's watching TV, and she really can't stand to watch TV while she's wearing her patch. And they even say the best time to wear her patch is when she's interacting with objects or pictures on a paper or things that will help her eye-hand coordination. So I'll do that around noonish because that's when we start making lunch together, or she might want to color or play with her toys, but she's done watching TV usually at that time. After that, that's when I might start on another triangle item because the kids woke up so late. It won't necessarily be lunchtime yet. It might be about 12:15, but the kids are eating lunch now at 10:30, so I mean they're eating breakfast now at 10:30, so I don't think they'll be that hungry at 12:30. So if I start on another triangle item, I'll get that second triangle item out of the way. However, if there isn't a triangle item that I need to complete, I'll start on a heart item. A heart item I put as a heart because it represents something I want to do. So as long as I have both triangle items done on my list and Brooklyn's wearing her patch, then I will start on heart item. Once that heart item is completed, or the triangle item, the second triangle item, then I'll make lunch for the kids. On my time clock, that tends to be about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll make them peanut butter and jelly or mac and cheese or something that they want. I usually let them choose their menu item based on what we have in our cupboard because I don't want to make them something they're not going to eat. Then I'm going to start on a rectangle item. A rectangle item is something that I need to do weekly. So the rectangle item can change from day to day, but it pretty much stays the same every Monday or every Tuesday or every Wednesday. I always do that same rectangle item on the day it's designated for. I have 14 rectangle items, so therefore, as you can imagine, I'm going to need to do 2 rectangle items a day. So at 1:30 or so, I start on this first rectangle item, and if it's a week that we have to pick up Trevor, we'll pick up Trevor around 2:30 to 3 o'clock. When we get home, that's when I'll start on my my second rectangle item. That's going to be at 3 o'clock, my second rectangle item. Then, as that 1 hour is finishing up, then I will start on my usual homemaker duties that I've gotten really good at. I've gotten well at doing those. 4 o'clock, what I usually do is I clean off the dining room table. I know all of you are probably thinking, why don't you just clean it off after lunch? I don't know, I just don't. Maybe it's because it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich they only ate half of and they like to pick at it throughout the rest of the afternoon. Or it's because I get busy doing something else. I don't really think about cleaning off the dining room table until about 4 o'clock. Then I'll collect the dishes, whether it be just on that table or throughout the house, and making sure they all make it into the sink. Then I will unload the dishwasher. They always have clean dishes in them. And then I will load them with dirty dishes, and I will start the dishwasher. My husband would prefer it if I didn't start the dishwasher in the middle of a high peak time. I can start it at before noon, or I can do it after 7. But for whatever reason, I don't ever think about the dishwasher before noon or after 7. I only think about it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, unless you're going to change me from doing my routine, I prefer to stick with something that works. I'm really good at making sure the dishes get done by 4:30. So at 4:30, I'll start sweeping the floors because I've cleaned off the table, loaded the dishes in the dishwasher, and then I'll start sweeping the floor. And then between the hours of 5:15 and 7:45, I will have dinner with the family. But if we're not having dinner for whatever reason, or if dinner finishes up quicker than planned, then I will complete one of the rectangle items that I didn't complete earlier that day. At 8:45, I have it listed that I need to bathe the kids and read them their nighttime books. At 9 o'clock, I have sing a song. Now, in all the times that I've ever put them to bed, I usually do only one of those 3s. I don't usually bathe them, read to them, and sing to them every single time. I usually just do one of the 3 because I've never really allowed time to do all 3. But in my little perfect world, if I was to change overnight, I would be able to do all 3. I would have enough time to do all 3 for them. Because when they look back on their mom, I want them to remember that I did all 3. You got me a drink? Thank you so much. Thank you, Brooklyn. So I want them to remember that I was that efficient of a mom to be able to do those 3 things for them. If I didn't do anything else better, that's one thing I want to really improve on. Because that's their comfort, you know, to know that mom loves them enough to get off the computer or stop cleaning or just take that moment with them and just enjoy them. Enjoy the reading, enjoy the singing, enjoy the bath time. I haven't been all that great in the past, but I want to, starting today, I want to get better at that, and I want to be really, really good for them in that regard. So by 9:30 they should be in bed and falling asleep. And what I would like to do is, instead of getting on my computer for the next few hours, I'd like to take time for me. If Jim's not ready for bed, that's fine, so I'll sit in my bed and I'd like to journal. If I don't feel like journaling, then maybe I'll read a book. And if I don't feel like journaling or reading a book, then I can go on my computer and type on my blog or play a game on the computer. But I'm not leaving enough time for me and my brain to release and input and release and input, because I release a lot in my journals, but I don't ever input it with positive information. You know, information on my books. I like to read a lot of self-help books about ADHD or bipolar disorder, or about marriage help, or, you know, I like to input positive stuff rather than just always spewing out the bad in my journals. Or I can journal my progress, but and same with the blogs. I like to journal my progress. The gaming that I've been doing addictively for the last month and a half has not been good because I've withdrawn from my brain, which maybe is what I needed for the little bit of time, but now it's become where it's my escape to deal with what's actually bothering me, and there's a lot that's bothering me right now. So when it's my escape, then it ends up just snowballing inside, and then I'll end up exploding. You know, it gets so big that you can't really control it. You know, word vomit. You'll start spewing things because you've held it in, or because you kept escaping in the game that you didn't actually mean to escape the pain. You just end up bottling it up, and then the bottle just explodes eventually. Does that make any sense? On here, after journaling, reading, blogging, or game, I have Kiss Kiss pills. Now those are two separate thoughts. Kiss Kiss, I just mean spend time with my husband. At 11:30, I hope we're in bed together and I can just, you know, massage his back or cuddle with him or talk to him about our days or whatever. If it's not at 11:30, if later, that's okay. If it's earlier, that's okay. But I hope my perfect world at 11:30, that's what we're doing. And pills, of course, reminds me to take my pills. I take pills that help me with anxiety. I don't even know if I have anxiety, but they help me with anxiety, and I've noticed they help me fall asleep rather than stay awake with racing thoughts all night. And I noticed I'm super tired in the morning, but that's probably because I've had a good night's sleep where it's undisturbed all night. I hope to be sleeping by midnight is my final thought for the daily hours. So from 7 a.m. till midnight, I hope to be very productive and not spend all my time gaming, and not spend all my time watching TV, and not spend all my time just watching kids. I hope to get stuff done around the house, and I hope to become a productive wife and productive daughter-in-law and productive mother. And these last few months have been very depressing for me because I didn't know where to start. I've been overwhelmed, and I've been very frustrated with myself, and my only escape has been to play the darn Sims game. So now that you know my deepest and darkest secrets, or my deepest and darkest goals, which nobody has ever asked me, not even my own therapist, my first project of the day is to start on a triangle item. Now, according to my calendar, what is today's triangle item, my first item of the day? It's to exercise. Of course. Why would I say that? Why would I put that down? I didn't want to start exercising till January. Here I go, I'm making excuses again. I didn't want to start exercising till January because I always find January 1st to be a good resolution date to start something. And then, of course, something told me if I start exercising January 1st, then by February 1st, I'm going to fall off the wagon like everybody else, so I might as well start February 1st. But because today is December 5th, 2011, and that's the first thing on my list today, I might as well start exercising and just start. And if I am dedicated to this calendar, and I am efficient at making sure that I do everything, I will feel much better, I believe. I feel I will be so much more ahead of the game if I can just follow through with the darn list. So, it's exercising. I'll be back after exercising to talk about what's next. Bye.
20 minutes later.
That was a little workout. I mean, I didn't even do very much. I timed it. It was about 20 minutes. I started off with just moving in place. It wasn't even really walking, because I specifically remember a section in the ADHD book that reminded me that if you start to move, you tend to keep moving. Same as that commercial for osteoporosis. You know what I'm trying to say. A body in motion tends to stay in motion, so I knew that by just moving in place would lead to me moving more in place, would lead to me walking in place, would move to me. It just keeps leading to something bigger. So because I'm not putting on a exercise video or following a strict regimen of routine and exercise and all that, I just wanted to move. That's what my exercise is, just moving. I don't move enough, and what I was very thrilled to see was I'm able to move to the kids' TV show.
You're not disappear.
I didn't disappear.
Yes, you did.
You thought I did? I've been in here. Why don't you go watch Yo Gabba Gabba for me, okay?
You got a baby a drink, Amanda.
I gotta get the baby a drink?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get it for you right now.
Your bathroom.
What am I doing in my bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a video of myself. Where's your glasses at? Thank you. Anyway, in my history, exercising has always been a strict thing where you need to do repetitions and you need to be on a diet, and if you are eating badly then the exercise is pointless. So a lot of times if I'm not eating healthy then I feel that exercise is pointless. But I'm trying to develop a new sense of what exercising is for me, and exercising for me is just to get up and start moving, because someone in movement tends to stay in movement. And for me to sit at my computer just because exercising is too strict or just because exercising is pointless really just leads me to stay at my computer, or leads me to stay on the couch to watch TV with the kids, or leads me to just not do anything. So the purpose of exercising as the first triangle today is to get my body in motion.
Mommy?
What?
I want to see me talk to me. I go fast. Hey!
Alright,
Do that?
you can go in the hallway and I'll take a picture of you going fast down the hallway. On your mark. Oh yeah, you gotta get that out of the way. On your mark, get set, go! Where'd she go? Where'd you go? You're going too fast. Woo!
See, that's so fast.
It is so fast.
Want to see me again?
Okay, one more time. Anyway, battery's about to die, so I better put this back on the chart. The second triangle for today is to do homeschool. But because I'm probably going to do homeschool a little later, we'll start with a rectangle, and the rectangle is a clean the bedroom. So let me clean the bedroom. As you can see, this is what the bedroom looks like, so hopefully you'll see a better one.
Oh, want me again?
Well, not very proud of myself. I kind of messed up. I last left you guys with the intent to clean that room. And even though I cleaned up the room, after that, it was about 12:30. Matthew said he was hungry. So I made lunch. And after that, I was proud of myself because instead of sitting at my computer or watching TV while I ate lunch, I sat down with the kids and ate lunch. I haven't done that in a couple of months. And I sat down with the kids and I grabbed the flashcards and we practiced our ABCs and our pronunciations, and Brooklyn learned about a vulture and a quail. You know, she always called them birds and stuff, so She learned a little bit. And somewhere between that and finishing up the bedroom, and yeah, that's pretty much where I left off, as Matthew wanted me to play Christmas morning with him. He wanted to pretend to be Santa, and so he had me in Brooklyn go in the front room. He had a pretend Christmas tree, which was just a tall box, and he asked us to lay down on the couch, and I was going to be the mommy and Brooklyn was the baby, and he asked us to go to sleep, and Santa Claus was going to come. So I closed my eyes while I'm laying on the couch, and anytime I opened my eyes, he'd say, "No, Santa Claus is coming. Close your eyes. Go to sleep." Well, he laid on the couch too, pretending to be Daddy, and then I guess he got up and he was pretending to be Santa. He said that he was going to be Santa Claus too. And Matthew went to his room and got a bunch of toys and put them around his fake Christmas tree. Oh, but they weren't just toys around the Christmas tree. They were inside boxes wrapped up. So then he turns on the light, because the light was off at the time, and he says, "Okay, time to open presents." But I was all comfy and cozy. He had a blanket on me. I was closing my eyes for a minute. So he encouraged that I get up and open presents, so I did. We played this about 2 more times. Well, by the 3rd time of him having me lay down, I didn't want to get up. And I told him, I says, "Can I just pretend that I opened the presents?" And he says, "Okay." I must have fallen back asleep for a half an hour, getting woken up the whole hour with screaming, yelling, "Mommy, mommy," you know. So it's not like I was zonked out, but I just wanted to get a little nap in, and whenever you do that, you just can't. So I'm really mad at myself for not following through with today, and if my stupid battery had not have died on my video camera, today may have been more successful. So about 4 o'clock is when I finally decided to get off the couch. Decided to stop trying to nap and see what time it was, and that's when I noticed it was 4 o'clock. And I was too tired. I tried starting the dishes, but I was still too tired. I felt like playing my Sims game, so I played that for about a half an hour. You're not getting really hungry, Matthew. You've already eaten lunch. And I am now doing dishes at 4:30 rather than 4 o'clock. I still need to sweep the floors. I'm going to sweep the floors. I'm going to vacuum the front room and clean off the table. Daddy's coming home. We got to clean up. Okay, we'll get food as soon as we're done. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Maybe if my battery is fully charged tomorrow, I can try this again better. And I just need someone to keep following up with me. And the video camera seems to be an idea, a concept that I'm liking. I just wish I would have had it working earlier after cleaning the bedroom. We'll try it again tomorrow. Adios. Bye-bye.